Alright, let's see how badly I can mess up this first video of the year. So we're starting with polynomial functions, section 6.1 in your book. If you don't have a book, that's okay. Here's what we have. A polynomial is a monomial. I'm not going to read all that to you. There's no reason. You can always pause it and read. One thing that you should know is that descending order and standard form are the same thing. So you're never going to see something like x plus 3x to the third minus 4, because the highest degree has to come first. Okay? So if you're worried about degree, this chart should help out. Meaning, that's a 1 right there. So that's why it is a degree of 1. That's a 2. That's why it's a degree of 2. The highest degree here is a 3. So that's why it's a degree of 3. The highest degree is 4. So it's a quartic, and so on and so forth. These are the words that you use to classify a polynomial function based on degree. Now I'm going to change the color here, because when we're talking about number of polynomials, the number of them, there's only one polynomial here. That's why that's a 1. It's a monomial. There are 2 here. That's why that's a 2, and it's a binomial. There's 1 term here, so that's a monomial. There are 1, 2, 3. It's a trinomial. 2 terms, binomial, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 means a polynomial of 4 terms. Now, each one of these will be written in standard form, so we have to know that moving forward. So, these are similar to the problems you'll have in your homework, but I'm going to do some problems in your homework when we get there. Okay, now I've gone ahead and copied this chart here, so you don't have to keep looking back. If you wanted to copy it down on another sheet of paper, though, that's perfectly fine too. Might even be considered smart. Now, already I can see that there are 2 terms, but it's not written in descending order. So the first thing I need to do is I need to write 5x to the 4th first. Then I accompany that with a minus 7x. So I've written it in standard form. That's the first step. After that, I have to classify it first by degree. Now, the highest degree is a 4, so I would look down here and say, oh, it's a quartic. And then it has 1, 2 terms, so it's a binomial. All right, so that first problem's done. Talking about what it is. Now, this is all out of order, so I have to put this next example in descending order. There's the highest term, so 3x to the third. Then my next one down is x squared, so plus x squared. And then these two happen to be what's known as like terms. So I'm going to, let's see here, negative 4x plus 2x, that should be negative 2x. So you do combine like terms whenever necessary, whenever you need to. So the highest degree is a 3. So that means it is a cubic. And then it has 1, 2, 3 terms. 3 terms once you simplify. So that means it is a trinomial. So 3 things I have in descending order, classified it by degree, and classified it by the number of polynomials. All right, 2 more examples. Let's go. It's almost in descending order, but those 2 need to be combined. So it would be 5x to the third, then plus x squared, then minus 4x. So it is a cubic from right here, and then it has 3 terms, so it's a trinomial. Okay, check, check. Now over here, these just need to be reorganized. Now that's still a negative 2x to the 5th, so I need to write negative 2x to the 5th right there. Then I need to put plus 6, because that still is a plus 6. So now it's written in standard form, or descending order. That's a 5 right there, so that means it is a quintic. It has a degree of 5, it's a quintic. Then it has 2 terms, it's a binomial. All right. Now these are problems from your homework assignment. And on your homework assignment, you're going to need to list them exactly like I have and do what I do. So you're going to recopy this part right here. All right, so negative 5n to the 4th plus 10n minus 10. Now it's already written in descending order standard form, so we don't have to worry about changing anything up. After that, what you will do is you look at the degree. The highest degree is 4, so it is a quartic. And the last step here is how many terms does it have? 1, 2, 3. So it is a trinomial. quartic trinomial. Check. Now, on the number 10. So the number 10 should be the second problem that you see, that I see on your homework assignment. Not 1, not 2. The second problem is number 10. So this will be 5a to the second minus 6a. So I rewrote it. You should be able to do the same. Now, it has a degree of 2. So that means it is a quadratic. Okay, quadratic, because it has a degree of 2 right here. And then since there are 2 terms, it's a binomial. All right, so quadratic binomial and a quartic trinomial for 5 and 10, respectively. Now, we have number 6. Now, this one gives a lot of people issues, but let's talk about it. It doesn't have any variable. So that would be like saying x to the 0 power here, if you remember from last semester. So this is just a constant, because there's no variable. Also, if you want to rewrite it, there you go. And then last but not least, we've done this already. Now, how many terms does it have? Well, it's a monomial. 1 term, no variable. So negative 6 is just a constant monomial. Then we go over here. Now, it's already in descending order, but I'm still going to rewrite it. It's negative 10 k to the 4th plus k squared minus k. All right. Highest degree here is 4, so it is a quartic. And then it has 1, 2, 3 terms, so it's a trinomial. Quartic trinomial. So we started with 5 and then 10, and now we have 16 and 17. All right. And if you don't have those in those order, then I'll realize that you didn't watch the video. And that'll create an issue. All right. So now number 23. So let's see here. Anything to combine? No, but it's all out of order. I got to start there. So negative 5x to the 4th. Then next down the step, 3. So plus 4x to the 3rd. Then down the next step, right here, minus 9x squared. And then we follow it up with the plus 4x. Okay, now this one's weird, but we're going to be okay. The highest degree is 4, so once again we have quartic. But it has 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So then all you'd have to say is polynomial of 4 terms. Okay, so there's that. That takes care of that example. Now the next example, number 24, is out of order as well. So we need to put in standard form, which means 8x plus 10. Then after that, we look at the degree. Now there's a 1 right there. There's a mysterious little 1 that's always going to be there. So that's a linear. And then it has 2 terms, so we call it linear binomial. Okay, so 5, 10, 16, 17, 23, 24. And here's your homework. All right, you're going to go ahead and from here, you're going to go back to number 1, 2, 3, and go in that order after the first 6 that I've done for you. And you're going to do everything I've done with all those other problems. We're not just going to copy the answers down. We're going to rewrite them and answer them correctly. Thank you very much. Have a great day.